Hi there. My name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA. And welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we're tying them to something around the house for a while, for a time being, because it is the second Sunday after Pentecost. We are in Job. This is for the narrative lectionary, and we are still, many of us are worshiping online, social distancing, making sure our people are safe. And it's gone on for a long time. So my guess is that you are weary, you are tired. I know I am. Know that you are in my prayers, and that your congregation appreciates you and what you are doing. Amen to that. So this is later in the week than I normally do these things, because trying to figure out what to do for the narrative lectionary. We've been doing the Revised Common Lectionary for a while, but I like doing the narrative lectionary children's sermons as well. And so asked on the narrative lectionary page on Facebook, and I'm doing Job, and then kind of following what it suggested on possible summer themes. So many people are doing so many different things, and it's wonderfully creative. So, but we're looking at Job because when I think of children's sermons, I think of Job. No, I don't. So, for this children's sermon, comic book. Some type of comic book that has a cliffhanger. Maybe an old novel that you can rip out. It just hurts me to even think that. But an old book that's falling apart, that you already have the first chapter out of it. Maybe even talking about a YouTube series that you like to watch that has cliffhangers. On Netflix, something that has the cliffhanger, will he get out of that jam? Will he blah, blah, blah? Because when I read this beginning part of Job, it lays it out as a story, lays it out as this, it feels like a comic book adventure, where at that end, where it's like, and Job did not sin. I mean, it lays it out almost like larger than life. I mean, we've got God and Satan conversing. We've got all of these things happening. So the children's sermon is that that God isn't done yet, and that in this, that we're listening up, we're setting the stage. Think about maybe when you're going to the movie and the camera pans out and everything sets up. It's setting the stage, and we know stuff is going to happen. So we start paying attention. We go, oh, what's going on here? And I think that's that purpose of this text that causes us to sit up and pay attention. So, what are the other things in our lives that we might go, I need to pay attention. There's stuff going on here. Maybe this is a time for you to talk about racial stuff going on in the country, in the world. And we sit up and we pay attention and we go, something's not right here. Something needs to change. And the good news is that God isn't done yet. God is working, and God is working through you and me to bring an end to racism, to bring a justice to the world. And that is, it's hard work. It makes you feel uncomfortable, kind of like Job was feeling uncomfortable, and we can start paying attention to where these are the things around us that cause us to sit up and take notice and talk to the kids. I wonder, and there's so much going on in this book, and so much that just as we read it, it tires us out, and then we go, I feel this. I felt this way before. Oh, yeah. With everything else going on. This is, it really hits me in the heart. And so using the idea that this is the first part of the story, and that you could literally say, tune in next week as we hear more about the story of Job, and about the story about us, and about how God claims us when we fall, God claims us when we struggle, and God picks us up and moves us into the future. So that's the springboard. That's the direction I think could work with this Job-ish kind of story. So blessings be on you. Your congregation appreciates you. This is not easy work. It's not easy work anyway. But now I don't know about you, but they did not have a class in seminary for this. And so we're learning as we go, and God bless you, my friends. I will see you next week.